Hello, my name is Dave Zolna. I posted MVI 4230, Racism in Reverse. Got a couple of interesting comments. I want to share one of them with you. And this viewer has commented previously on different clips that I've also posted. He wrote, "No offense to anyone, but I'm not holding my breath regarding the black community rising up to be a decent, moral, dignified community in my lifetime. I just stay clear of them, with the exception of those individuals that were raised in white suburbs, or somehow gained the strength and courage to rise up out of those inner city hells that they unfortunately had to grow up in. I believe in honor, blessing, and goodness. Without honor, and with the rampant violence, theft, foul language, and sexual defilement in the ugly ghettos, what kind of soul enters into the body of a bastard born of a woman who has 7 babies with 5 daddies? An accursed soul in most cases. I don't believe that they have it in them, at least for a few thousand years, if ever, as a group, to return to virtue. Of course, we have honorable blacks, and I respect them. All but the vast majority act like impulsive savages. If that makes me a racist, let me be guilty." I just caught over to Fox News, and they're looking for people that can unite, because it appears that the interest of many is to further divide, not only in Ferguson, but in the nation. That's what this usurper has been doing from the very beginning. He tried to sell himself on being a uniter. Have you noticed everything that he says and does? The exact opposite of what he says and does occurs. Obama is the great divider. And it all comes back to his church, the Black Liberation Church, that was run by Reverend Wright. Anyone that spends 20 years learning how to hate the whites ends up hating the whites. Compound that with everything else that's wrong with the usurper. A homosexual living with a transgender. Hey, I don't care if Michael's a transgender. I care that they're trying to deceive the world, and they have deceived the world. Well, not all of us, but most of us. I want to thank my viewer for taking the time to write what he did, and I appreciate him doing so. I hope you understood the message that he was giving me, which I'm transferring to you. How can individuals that have been brought up, as he says, as a bastard born to a woman who has 7 babies with 5 daddies? I wouldn't have called them daddies, because they're not daddies. The word daddy means someone that supports their offspring. I call them with 5 different sperm donors. Just like Barack Obama. He never had a daddy. His mother was a whore that laid down with blacks, which back in the 60s was pretty much unheard of. Frank Marshall Davis, not Barack Obama Sr. Frank Marshall Davis deposited his seed in Obama's mother, which created this monster that we now have. What more do you need to know? Just ask.